Do you want to know what I hate most in this world? It's people who aren't free. Do you work a 9-to-5 job? You're a slave to your employer and I hate you. Do you wear a mask in public settings? You're a sheep. I only eat factory-produced meat because I like when animals that aren't free suffer and die. At this point of the series, Eren Yeager's list of crimes is longer than my anime plan to watch list. I mean, he's committed assault, libel, mass murder, and most recently genocide. What I really want to know is what is his reason for doing this, and is he justified in this reasoning? In this video, I'm going to be exploring Eren Yeager's character from the start, measuring the morality of the rumbling and other stuff that he's done, and also theorizing on what the true reasoning for all this could be. Also, really quickly, most of my viewers aren't subscribed, so if you're one of those people, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Most of the time, when a character does something insane, we think that it's just a product of their environment. I mean, Zeke was yelled at by his parents to be used as a tool for their plan, Levi was a starving child in the underground, and Eren's father was arrested for trying to teach information about the outside. But when it comes to Eren, growing up he had a pretty comfortable life. I mean, yes, he lived in the outskirts of the walls, so he was at a lower socioeconomic status or something, but other than that, he had a pretty chill childhood. You can also see how the ideas of freedom and feeling trapped were part of him from a young age. He always felt like he was trapped inside of the walls, like pigs in a pen. Now obviously after the walls were destroyed, this all changed. Eren's anger and desire for freedom were channeled towards the Titans after seeing his mom being eaten alive by the Smiling Titan. Eren wanted justice for his mom's death, and this led to him joining the Survey Corps and becoming a scout. Over the course of the series, Eren comes to learn more and more truths about the world and his own abilities. Eren really isn't the best soldier in the Scouts. I mean, he's constantly getting kidnapped and letting people die. Eren's anger, motivation, and drive is pretty much crushed by the world that he's living in. He learns that some of his main enemies are really Titans. His father was murdered by the royal family and that he ate his father. This leads up to Eren pretty much realizing that he wasn't actually the one destined to save humanity, and he thinks that everything they've done was a mistake. He's able to overcome this by realizing he's been fighting for his comrades. However, everything changes for him in a single moment, when he kisses Historia's hand. Memories from the past, present, and future come flooding in, and Eren not only learns that their true enemies are humanity outside the walls, but he also learns about the atrocities that he's going to commit in the future. From this point, Eren moves forward with seemingly one goal in mind, and that's the freedom of the Eldian people. Now that we looked at Eren's development up to this point in the story, I think that we can take a better look at deciding whether or not he's justified in taking his actions. With Eren's innate desire for freedom, we can better understand on why he would go through with the rumbling. Eren realizes that in order for the Eldian people to be free, the only way to achieve this is by eliminating the rest of the world. This idea is similar to Carl Schmitt's Nazi philosophy that by uniting humanity against one common enemy, there will be peace within humanity. This is a similar idea that we had at the beginning of the series, that the people in charge of the government wanted to keep the Titans as humanity's enemy to keep them at peace. Now this idea is obviously flawed, but it gives us a lens to understand Eren's actions. The Marleyans and Eldians team up at the end of the series to combat the monster that Eren has become. Now, is Eren justified in curing racism by deleting all the other races? Obviously, I don't think so. I mean, in the long term, humanity will of course separate again, and even without Titans, wars will still happen. We can see this with our own world. But another thing that you have to consider is that Eren really didn't have much control over his destiny. When Eren kisses Historia's hand, he learns that he's going to go through the rumbling by seeing his future self in his father's memories. But here's when we get into theory territory. Now this video is coming out a few days before chapter 139, which is kind of stupid by me because part of this video could be invalidated after that. But in my opinion, I think that there is still a dynamic to Eren's plan that we have yet to know about. As I've talked about before, we haven't seen a proper Eren POV since chapter 90. And I think that if we're truly seeing Eren's descent into insanity, like what it seems, there would be more of his perspective. That's why I think that there's some more information about his plan that would be spoiled if we saw his perspective. I know it's become somewhat of a meme right now that we need to see Eren's POV, but I really do think that we need to see some more justification for his plan. Whatever it is, we'll find out in like 5 days, so I'm definitely going to make a video about the chapter after that. Also, I'll probably be making more videos reflecting on different aspects of Attack on Titan as a whole, and trying to better understand certain characters. Anyways, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.